Hello students, welcome to today's lesson on how to describe a person. By the end of this video, you will learn how to describe someone's appearance, personality, and daily routine using simple words and correct grammar. By using all these, you will be able to write a paragraph describing a person. So let's get started. What you need to include in the paragraph. There are many things which you can include to make your paragraph look nice and organized. You will include general information about the person. Now, what comes under general information? The name of the person about whom you are writing. Then, the place from where he or she is. Then you will write the age of the person. After that, you need to mention about his job or his profession. Then you need to say if he is married or single. If the person is married, you need to mention how many children he or she has. All that comes under general information. After you finish writing about the general information, you will write about physical appearance. Physical appearance, how the person looks. In the physical appearance, you need to mention about height, weight, looks, hair, and eyes. And then you will mention the personality traits, how the person acts, how is he, what kind of a person he is. And there you can mention about his personality. Here are some example words: kind, friendly, hardworking, and funny. You also need to include hobbies of that person. I have listed some hobbies here. If he or she has some other hobbies mentioned, you can include that also. And finally, you need to write about his or hers, the person's daily routine. From the time he wakes up till he or she goes to bed. Now let's see what to include in general information. You can write the name of the person. I have given some examples here for each thing. You can write the name of the person about whom you are going to write in the paragraph. Then you will write the place where he or she is from. Then you will write the job of a person: teacher, doctor, engineer, mechanic, or professions like football player, businessman, like that. And also mention if he or she is married or single. So after writing about name, place, job and profession, and marital status, you will write about the age of the person. You can write age either by saying the person is young or old or middle-aged. Middle-aged means neither young nor old. You can use these words. And if the age is mentioned or you know the age of the person about whom you are writing, write the years and say years old, 25 years old, 13 years old, 12 years old, like that. If the age is not written, not given to you in the exam, and you don't know the age of the person you are writing, you can just write if she is young or old or middle aged. Okay. After you finish writing about the general information, you will start with the other things: the personality, the physical appearance, hobbies, and daily routine. So, what is physical appearance? How people look. Personality, how they behave, they act. And hobbies, what they do in their free time. And daily routine, what they do every day from morning to night. All these things you need to include in your paragraph. Now we are going to see how you can describe each of these. So let's first take a look at physical appearance. When you write about the physical appearance of a person, start by writing about the height of a person, whether the person is tall or short. Or if the person is not tall and not short, you can use the word average height. And there is another word called dwarf. That means there will be a man, but his size will be like a small boy, school boy. So that is called as dwarf. So these are the words you will use to describe the height of a person. Now, next you will write about the looks. When you look at the person, how he or she is. So if it is a girl, you will write beautiful. And if it is a boy, you will write handsome. Okay? And good looking is a word you can use for both boy or girl. Simply say he or she is good looking. Okay, you can either use beautiful and handsome or simply use the word good looking. Next, you will write about the build, the body of the person. How is it? So you should not write the word fat. It is a negative word. Okay, don't use it fat. Instead, use the word plump. Okay, plum. You can look in the picture if you what kind of a person is called as plum. Then you will say slim. Don't say thin, say slim, skinny. Okay, and if the person goes to gym and has muscles and all, you can say well built, well built. Okay, then you will describe the eyes of a person. How is it size? So big or small or oval, you can see the shapes in the picture. After eyes, you will describe the hair of a person, whether the person has a long hair, short hair, or no hair. What do you call if the person does not have hair? Bald. Okay? Long hair, short hair, or he or she is bald. Then you also need to mention the color of the eyes and the color of the hair. So normally people either have black hair or brown hair. Some have gray hair also, but black and brown are mostly the colors of the hair. So you can write black hair, brown hair. If you are writing about someone from foreign country or from another place who has a different color hair like shown in the picture, you can say blonde hair. Okay. Eyes color also is similar. It is black, brown or blue. Some people have green eyes also, but not many. So if you are writing by looking at the picture, you can see the color of the eyes. If you are writing about someone you know what is the color of their eyes. So you need to say the size and the color of both hair and eyes. Now you will write about nose. How is the nose of the person? Long nose or flat nose or straight nose? Okay, the pictures are clearly shown here with each type of nose. After the nose, you will describe about the face, the shape of the face. So here you can see there's a round face, a long face, and a square face. So look at the face of the person and then describe its shape. Then you will talk about the skin color. Fair skin, tan, or dark. Even if you don't mention about this also, it will be fine. But in case if you want to include, here is it. Now, after that, you will write about personality traits. That was with the physical appearance of the person. Height, body, looks, hair, eyes, nose, and face and skin color. That is with the physical appearance. Now you will write about the personality traits of a person. What kind of personality he has, how he acts in people. So some I have listed here, and there are many others. Friendly, okay, someone who has a lot of friends and always talks to people in a very happy way, so he is friendly. Next is shy, someone who doesn't want to speak and doesn't want to look into the eyes of people, so shy, another personality trait. Wise, wise means intelligent. Then hardworking, doing a lot of work. Then funny, okay, someone who is, Mr. Bean, all of you, so funny. And then next is kind, kind means who is always there to help people. So these are a few personality traits which you can include in your paragraph. Now, after you finish the personality traits, you need to talk about the hobbies of a person. So in hobbies, you can write about all these things. Few I have mentioned here. If the person has other hobbies, you can write that also. Playing football, cooking, traveling, reading, painting, or listening to music, dancing, singing, fishing, going out with friends, watching TV. These are a few hobbies. Other than this also you may write. Then you will write about the daily routine of a person. Okay, what time the person wakes up. After waking up, what everyone will do? Brush teeth. Then they will take shower. Then breakfast. You need to write in order. Okay, so first what they do, then what they do, after that what they do, like that in order you have to write. Eat breakfast. After that, they get dressed. If they are going to school or work, they get dressed. Now here I wrote go to school. You may write go to university, go to work, anything. Then if it is school, university or college, you can write study. But if the person goes to work, you can write after this that he works till what time. And along with this, you need to mention the timing also. Then you need to say what time the person comes back home. Then you have to say what time he or she eats the lunch, what time the person take rest, what time he plays football or go shopping or do any other activity. For example, I have given football. It can be any other activity which a person do in the evening. Then watch TV in the night, then eat dinner, then go to bed. What time they do all these things you need to mention. Okay. Now, let's take a look at the structure of a paragraph. How should be the structure? A text describing a person should consist of introduction, main body, and the conclusion, and all these things should be in one paragraph only. You don't have to change the line or leave the line. No, in one paragraph only these three things should be there. There should be a topic sentence, there should be supporting details, and there should be a concluding sentence. I'm going to share with you what type of topic sentence you can include and what comes under supporting details and how your concluding sentence should be. So talking about the topic sentence, you can use any one of this. You can say the short paragraph is about John. Or if you're writing about your friend, father, brother, or anyone, this short paragraph is about Ali. The person I admire the most is Ahmed. Ahmed is my best friend at school. Ali is a famous football player. Like that. Okay. So any one you can use, whichever you feel is good and you like, you can use it. But your first sentence of the paragraph should be this with the name of the person about whom you are going to write the whole paragraph. Clear? Now, what you need to write in the main body, the what supporting details you have to write? You have to start with the general information. The name comes in general information, but you have included the name in the topic sentence. Now you will write about where the person is from, the place. then age, then job, then if the person is married or single, then how, if married, how many children. That comes under general information. After that, you will write about physical appearance, how the person looks like. So first you will say good looking or what, then you will write about height, then you will write about body build, and then you will write about face, skin color, eyes, nose, hair, color of the eyes, color of the hair. All that you will include in the physical appearance. In personality trait, at least 2 to 3 you must write: friendly, social, kind, like this. Any 2 or 3 you need to include. Then in hobbies, you need to mention what the person likes to do in his or her free time. Okay, so I have given you some hobbies. If the person you are writing about does not do any of that but likes doing something else, then you can mention it here. And finally, you will write about the daily routine of the person, saying that name of the person, for example Ahmed. Every day Ahmed wakes up at and the time, and you write everything what he or she does throughout the day. Now, for the concluding sentence, you will write about, again, the last sentence. That's a little about John and his busy, happy life. That's why I admire Ahmed. That's why Ali is my best friend. Or if you are writing about a celebrity, a famous person, you can say, I like him very much, or I like her very much. Okay? So all that should be in one paragraph only. You should not change paragraphs, leave lines and all. Okay. Now let's take a look at what grammar you need to study to make proper sentences. So first you need to see the usage of is and has, because throughout your paragraph you will be using either is or has. So you use is if you are describing someone or something. For example, she is a teacher. He is a student. He is tall. It is sunny. She is from America. Like that. You use has when you are talking about possessions. Means something someone owns, someone have. For example, you have mobile phone, so it is your possession. So if you are talking about something like that, you use has for third person. Okay, not for you. For yourself you will say I have. But if you are talking about another boy or girl, you will say he or she has. She has a car, he has a book, the cat has soft fur. Okay, so is and has you are going to use throughout your paragraph. Now, here is a small activity. Pause the video, answer all the questions, play the video again to check your answers. You need to look at these sentences and choose is or has. Okay, either is will come or has will come in each of the blanks. So pause the video, write your answers in the notebook, then play the video again to check your answers. So these are the answers. If you have got all correct, then well done. Okay, now let's move on to another grammar point which is very important here: subject verb agreement. Subject verb agreement should be used to write the sentences so that you should not make any grammar mistakes. Now, what is subject? Is a person about whom you are talking. For example, if you are writing about Messi, so Messi is your subject. Verb is the action which he or she does. So wake up, like he wakes up. So when the subject is he or she or it, all the verbs should be with S. I'm going to explain it in more clear way. Let's understand subject-verb agreement in a more clear way. If the subject is singular, the verb should be singular. If the subject is plural, the verb should also be plural. Now, first I will tell you about the verbs is and are. If the subject is singular, one person only, except for I and you. If you are talking about one person, a boy, a girl, or a thing, you will use is. He is, she is, it is. With I, if you're talking about yourself, the subject, the verb will be am. And if you are talking to one person standing in front of you, it will be you and are you will use. Okay. Otherwise, for he, she, and it, the verb should be is, because they are singular subject and is a singular verb. Now, if the subject is plural, the verb should also be plural. What are plural subjects? We. We means I, you, he, she, all together will become we. When you're talking about the class as a whole, it is we. You means if I am telling to the whole class, I'll say you. You need to come regularly. You need to come on time. You need to watch this, like that. So the plural again. And they. If I want to talk about someone who are like more than two people, I'll say more than one, I'll say they. So with these subjects, the verb should be are. Clear? Most of the students make mistake in this only in exam. So if you are writing about your brother, your father, your friend, boy, you will say he is. Okay. If you are writing, if it is a girl, brother, mother, sister, or anyone, you will say she is. If you are writing about anything, you will say it is. Okay. And we are, you are, and they are. Normally when you are describing people, you don't use plural subjects there. You usually use he, she, and you describe either a boy or a girl normally. Now there are other verbs also, has and have. They also go like this, with singular subject has, with plural subject have. What are singular subjects here? He, she, it are singular subjects. So has. For others, I, we, you, and they, it should be have. So when you are writing about a person, describing a person, and he has something, for example, a person who is married and has children. So you will say he has 3 children. She has 2 sons. Okay. So this is subject and verb agreement. If the subject is singular, the verb should be singular. If the subject is plural, the verb should be plural. Okay, here is a practice activity for you. Look at these sentences and choose the correct verbs. Is, are, am, has, have, what will come there based on the subject. Okay, pause the video, write the answers in the notebook, play the video again and check your answers. And if these are your answers, then well done, you got it right. Next, you need to also describe daily routine in your paragraph. So the verbs for daily routine are different and the rule for using them with singular subject and plural subject is also different. Only in daily routine, if the subject is singular, means one person only, that is he or she. If you are writing about he, she, and it, you need to use all the verbs with s. Okay, like wakes up, you cannot say wake up. Showers, eats, sleeps, plays, like that with s. And if you are writing about yourself, daily routine, your daily routine, you can say I wake up, I eat, I play, like that without s. Okay. For he and she, to all the actions actions, add s, es or ies. And for the plural subjects, you will not write any s, just write the action word as it is. Now here is a list of words. I'm going to share this list with you in the class, and if you need here also, you can take the screenshot of it and you will be using it. So if you are writing about a boy or a girl, he or she, you will be using the verbs given in the middle row, middle column. Wakes up, brushes teeth, showers, eats breakfast, goes to work, studies, finishes work, gets back home, eats lunch, takes rest, plays football, goes out with friends, watches TV, eats dinner, goes to bed. All the whole routine I have given there with different words by adding s. If you are writing about yourself, then you can use the action word for first column or the third column. Both are the same. Okay. Now, I hope you are ready to write. Okay, so in the class, we'll begin writing a paragraph. I'll give you first a guided writing information of a person, and you need to write a paragraph on it. And thank you so much for watching the video. If you do not understand anything, you may ask questions in the chat comment section, or you can ask me in the class. I'm also going to paste the links of spelling activities there. Clicking on that, you can practice the spelling of the words. In the description box, I will paste that. And if you want more level 2 videos, you want to learn about describing places, activities, narrative, and instructions, subscribe to the channel so that whenever I post the video, you can check it there and you can check them even before your exams. Okay, till we meet next time. Bye bye. Take care.